Hello everybody, I am Slow Rider, this is my world, and it's an evening ride. Yes, hello! Don't do many evening rides, but I need to get some videos filmed, so, you know, it's what you're getting. This, in case you haven't worked it out, is part 2 of the motovlog.com bike challenge. Being part 2, that means it is the letter I. And as we all know, I stands for interest. Yes, you knew that one, didn't you? Yes, you were thinking, oh, I know what this is going to be. Yes, or more specifically, a point of interest. And because we're talking motovlog.com and a bike challenge, it's going to be somewhere bike related. Now, being completely honest, I didn't actually know this place existed until recently, so probably not the best person to give you information about it. But we'll take you there anyway, because it's Manchester, you know, and I didn't think that Manchester had a great history for motorbikes, you know, in terms of the actual machines, but it turns out they do. So, this is St George's Church, or at least it was St George's Church. It's now St George's House. You can buy a place in here. In fact, if you want to live in the tower, no one wants to live in the tower, but if you do, all you need is a cool £1 million to buy it. Just that particular room, flat, whatever. Insane. Now what, I hear you ask, has St George's Church, or St George's House, got to do with motorbikes? And the answer is absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. No, we're actually here for the building on the other side of the road. Dot Motorcycles. It can be found on Ellesmere Street, which is just off of the Ring Road. In fact, I'll show you how close to the Ring Road it is. Come down this slip road here. That is the Ring Road. That's how close it is. And yet, in all the years that I've lived here, I did not know it existed. Dot Motorcycles itself, no one really knows when it started. It was a bicycle manufacturer to begin with, pedal power. But in 1908, they had that factory in Manchester, and they started building motorcycles, and they competed in motorcycle races. They were building motorcycles until 1932, which doesn't sound like a long time, but the history does go a little bit beyond that, don't worry. But the demand for their bikes kind of petered out, and as I understand it, the war and an interest in following the demands for pedal-powered tricycles, not quite like that, the three-wheeled vehicles, meant that they didn't really produce any more motorcycles after 1932 until 1951, when there was suddenly a resurgence in the idea of building motorcycles. Mostly trials bikes, as I understand it, but some street races, I think. The problem was that by this time the Japanese manufacturers were starting to come about, and the last bikes were sold around about 1978, until 2010, I believe, when suddenly, out of the woodwork, Dot Motorcycles comes back. And 2 new motorcycles are announced. The Dot Demon and the Reed Racer. They do have a website, .motorcycles. You can go and you can have a look at these 650cc machines, powered by a Kawasaki engine, I understand. Unfortunately, their website doesn't actually list the cost price or anything like that. It's just has a link to how you can buy it. It does have an address though, which is in Bolton, still in Greater Manchester, but not quite as close to home as they might have liked. There is a history on their website, a brief history I think, but a history nevertheless. Or you could just read Wikipedia, I don't know, it's up to you. Chances are it's the same. What did DOT stand for? Well, I've aimed you asking that all the way through this video, haven't you? Oh yes. DOT stands for devoid of trouble. So there you have it. A point of interest with a link to motorcycles. Now, it'll be of interest to someone. Just a reminder, motovlog.com is a forum for motovloggers. All shapes, sizes, locations, colours, favourite sweets, all that sort of stuff. Most, if not all, tastes accounted for. I would hope all would be welcome. I mean, there might be some weird people out there. I don't know. Go along, motovlog.com, if you have any interest in doing motovlogging or anything video-y with motorbikes. It is free. They are a friendly bunch from all over the world. Some pretty well known and some just starting out. So maybe you can share your experience, maybe you need a bit of someone else's. There's something there for everyone. Until the next time, be good humans. Ta-ta for now.